Hi, I'm Zeke with the Eastside Church of Christ in Baytown, Texas. Thanks for joining us for our Eastside 5 by 5 by 5 Bible reading for the week of April 18th through the 24th, 2021. We've been in the book of Acts, and we're going to continue with chapters 3 through 7 this week. So let's talk about it. In Acts chapter 3, it contains the wonderful account of the healing of a man who it tells us was lame from his mother's womb. He was hoping to get a handout from the apostles, but instead he gets a much more precious gift. He gets the use of his once useless legs. Peter tells the amazed onlookers of the Messiah Jesus, by whose power the man was healed. He refers to the new kingdom as times of refreshing in verse 19, and the restoration of all things in verse 21, and he ties all of that to the promise that was made to Abraham long, long ago. Acts chapter 4 has Peter and John arrested by the temple guard because of the uproar concerning that lame man's healing. Peter speaks confidently and courageously to the religious leadership, and it's clear that he's no longer the timid man who denied Jesus 3 times. He speaks of Jesus as the risen Christ, and he rebukes the council leaders for rejecting him. Ordered by the council to stop preaching about Jesus, Peter and John give no such assurance. Instead, they go to their companions and become even more emboldened to preach the Christ. Acts chapter 5 details a different kind of attack on the church, this time from the inside. As disciples sold their property in order to help the needy among them, one couple, Ananias and Sapphira, lied about their gains. Peter condemns the lie, and God makes an example of them and their sin by taking both their lives. The apostles again are arrested, and again they're ordered to be silent about Jesus. Of course, Peter famously says, "We must obey God rather than men." And although they wish to kill them, instead the council beats the apostles, releases them, hoping that their movement will fizzle out. In Acts chapter 6, we find the church continuing to grow. Along with that growth, they're experiencing some growing pains. 7 faithful men are appointed to help in the administration of food to widows, and one in particular, Stephen, will soon give a powerful defense of the faith before a hostile crowd. Acts chapter 7 contains Stephen's defense before the council. In his speech, he stresses 2 broad themes. 1, the Jews were continually blessed, and 2, they continually rejected God's will. And he shows this by tracing their history while finally rebuking the council for following in their forefathers' footsteps. Angered, they fall upon the disciple, they stone him to death while he prays for their forgiveness. Interestingly, looking on is a young man named Saul, who we'll read about more in the coming chapters of Acts. Well, that's the summary this week for our 5 by 5 by 5 Bible reading. Find us on Facebook, where we'll post daily short 5 by 5 by 5 readings, reflections, and prayers for each day's reading. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.